I want to revisit this news article because I find it very, very interesting that these people were paying for these Chinese sex slaves and paying so much money back in the 1900s, and they couldn't even tell the difference between a Chinese girl and a Native American girl. I'm going to post the link to this newspaper article in the description so you guys can read it for yourselves. So let's read a little bit from this article. It says here, not only are native sons of California being admitted through the custom house in swarms, so it's also Asian dudes who are coming over here classifying themselves as Native American too. But native daughters are passing the barrier of federal laws as well to be sold after they leave the vessels upon which they arrive. Not only are coolie merchants, students, and tourists being landed at this port in violation of law, but merchants' wives, women students, and native-born Chinese girls are passing into San Francisco to be sold by Chinese and white agents into slavery. In the slave market of the city today, the price of a Chinese chattel is $2,800. Guys, I had to look up how much $2,800 in 1900s was in today's money. It's like $100,000. These people were paying $100,000 for a fake Native American girl and couldn't even tell the difference between the Chinese girl and the Native American girl. Could it be that because the so-called indigenous Americans or the Native Americans that they show us today, their origins are in Asia? They just migrated over here, stayed here. Some people stayed in Canada. Some of them migrated down south, mixed with us. Some of them mixed a little bit with us, then mixed back with each other. Some stayed amongst themselves. Some, were in mixed tribes with us. I don't understand why people find it so hard to realize that people traveled back then. Like, the Caucasians were not the only ones who saw the world. Asia is like right there in the Pacific. You can just cross the Pacific and come to the Western United States. That's why they're getting into California. They could come down to Mexico. And I keep bringing this book up because it talks about how these Asians went from being classified as Chinos or Chinese or whatever they come from to Indians by proxy of marriage, not just their children were classified as Indian. They themselves, the guys that were coming over here to work, became Indian, and then they just say, well, I'm Indian because my wife is, so I get free. I don't have to work as a slave no more. That's literally what they did. They're no different than the $5 Indian Caucasians lying, doing the same thing.